This is the first time we got to talk to you since the video came out. Can you just take us through that evening? Do you think that you violated any COVID protocols? Did you put yourselves or teammates or anyone else in any kind of jeopardy? And do you regret what happened?
Certainly respect the question and acknowledge the importance of it. But Coach spoke about it the other day, and we have a way of handling those things. So we're going to handle it internally here, and our focus is on the Bucs this week and being prepared to play Monday night.
Did anything that came out of that was anything that came out of that misrepresented, or something that you would like to clear up? So people would know whether you were in the wrong or not.
Yeah, I think Coach commented on it, and that there's some information, but like I said, we're gonna handle it internally and prepare for the Bucs this week.
Do you expect to be disciplined for anything that happened Friday night, or have you been disciplined?
Like I said, we're gonna handle it here as a team. We've talked to Coach. I've certainly talked to Coach, and dealt with it here inside, and that's that's our policies there. So I don't have much to add on there.
And then, just to be fair to Matt there, because he was going to ask this question, so I'll pick it up and where he left off. Do you regret not wearing a mask? I mean, you were inside at a bar, which whatever, but you were not wearing a mask inside and drinking and that. So do you regret that part of it?
I think I had PPE and certainly have to make sure I'm wearing it. But like I said, we're not going to comment anymore on it. Coaches certainly addressed it.
Thanks,
Mark.
Daniel, I just have a question about the close games you guys have been involved in, most of which you have not come out on top. I'm just wondering how you view that, whether it's a positive that you guys have been in every one of these games till the end, or a negative that you have not been able to come over the top and win these things. And just as a follow, what would winning one of these things, I know you did against Washington, but what would winning one of these things kind of do in terms of the confidence level of this team as it moves forward?
Yeah, I think it would certainly do a lot for us. I think, I think when you look at a lot of these games this year, like you said, we've been close. It's come down to a couple plays or a possession there at the end, and I think when you look at it, you have to look at the entire game. I think you can see a lot of positives, a lot of things we're doing well, and like you said, we've got to find a way to finish. So, I think you can take good from it. You can certainly take a lot of positives from it, and learn from what's led to us ultimately not getting the results that we've hoped for. So I don't think it's black and white. I think there's positives to take from it, and we've got to build off those, and we certainly have to correct the things that have kept us from winning those close games.
Daniel, when you look at this Tampa Bay defense, they're pretty stout across the board, but I'm just wondering, how susceptible do you think they are to the deep pass? I mean, they're very aggressive, and I'm sure there are ways to exploit that, but do you see a lot of susceptibility in their, to get the ball down the field against this defense?
Like you said, they're a good group. They've got, a lot of good players across the board, and their scheme and what they're doing, from a strategy perspective or scheme perspective is good too. But we'll be prepared for it, and yeah, I think that's that's part of any plan for us each week is to push the ball down the field and take shots when they're there. So we'll be prepared and ready to go on Monday night.
And then I just have one follow-up, if I may, not necessarily related to the COVID stuff, but when you're missing a regular starting offensive lineman for whatever the reason, how much does that affect what you do? The communication, the feel and whatnot?
I think, missing anyone causes you to adjust a little bit and prepare for it, but I'm confident that we'll have guys step up and play well, and they'll be prepared going into the game. So I think that's the case when anyone goes down. I think, we've dealt with that this year at times, at other positions. So we'll be ready for it, and we'll be ready to go.
Thank you, Daniel.
Tom Rock.
Hey, I had two questions, if I could. The first is about Golden Tate, and you hit him for the touchdown the other day. He's a guy that makes a lot of contested catches, kind of like the one he made there against the Eagles. Does that sort of redefine for a quarterback how you see somebody getting open, where he might not necessarily have the separation, but you can still throw him the ball there? And do you have to get him the ball more? That there hasn't been a lot of opportunities for him in the last few weeks.
Yeah, I think Golden's he's a big part of our offense. He's like you said, someone who catches the ball in traffic really well and can go up and make those plays for us. So, I think we'll continue to try to get him the ball and depending on how the defense is playing him and what what they're doing. From a defensive perspective and how that dictates the reads and where the ball goes. So we'll continue to use him as a big part of our offense, and I certainly have a lot of confidence in him catching the ball. And like you said, he's a great contested catcher. He's a great great guy in traffic, catching the ball and making a play.
And then my second question was, sometimes with the young teams, when they go up against the Tom Brady team, there's a tendency to sort of be a little awed and be a little intimidated by that. Maybe your team was that way last year. I don't know, but this year, with so many people in the building who are so close to him and know him and have such intimate knowledge of him, does that help to take that away a little bit?
I think we'll certainly be prepared, and he's a great player. Obviously, he's accomplished a great deal in this league and had a tremendous amount of success. But at the same time, we're preparing for the Tampa Bay Bucs, and we've got to play a good defense, and on offense we're preparing for that, and we'll be ready to go. So obviously a ton of respect for him and who he is as a player, but we've got to prepare to play a Tampa Bay Bucs team that's got a lot of good players on offense and defense.
What's it like when you're out there today in the rain and you're looking at the group in front of you and basically you've got one starter? I mean, what's your level of concern about? I mean, probably Will won't come back, but getting the other guys back.
Yeah, I think we've got to be prepared regardless of the circumstance, and it's tough to predict what's going to happen, but as players and certainly in my position, I think all you can do is take advantage of the time you have and attack the opportunity or the challenge and get the most out of it. So I thought guys did a good job today at practice doing that and brought a lot of energy, and I thought we were able to get a lot done.
If the other guys don't come back, you thinking of opting out?
No, we'll be ready to play Monday night.
Last year when you guys played up in New England, you and Tom had a moment after the game. I'm just curious if you could share kind of what you talked about or what he said to you, just in terms of that experience, if there's anything that you've carried with you, off of your rookie year coming into this year.
I spoke to Tom for just kind of a brief moment after the game last year, and really just wish each other luck going forward. So, not a whole lot really from that conversation, but like I said, I have a ton of respect for him, and watching him growing up and all the success he's had in this league. So, look forward to getting out there Monday night.
Just as a quick follow-up, looking forward to Tampa Bay. Obviously, this was the team that you played in your first game. Any of your notes or work that you did last year carry over to preparation for this year as you prepare to see that defense again?
Yeah, I think there's some similarities in terms of personnel, and obviously, the coordinator is the same. So, we've gone back and watched that game. I think you can take certain things from it, here and there, but they are a different defense. They're calling it a little bit different and doing a couple different things. So we'll have to prepare for that. But yeah, I think last year's tape and some of the notes from last year are definitely helpful going in.